Hi everyone, and welcome to this SQL series where we'll try to solve SQL problems on LeetCode with medium and hard difficulty. So I've picked one of this problem that has been asked in an interview at a couple of these companies, the highest grade for each student. Let's take a look at the schema for this problem. We have the schema looks really straightforward. We only have one table, enrollments table, where we have the student ID, the course ID, and the corresponding grade they got. And what this problem is asking us to do is write a SQL query to find the highest grade with its corresponding course for each student. In case of a tie, you should find the course with the smallest course ID. So the ask is pretty simple. We need the highest grade for each student, and in case they have the same grade, we need the course ID with the smallest number. So in case of this student ID 2, they got 95 in both of these courses, but we only need the course ID 2 as returned in an output. So again, there are multiple ways you can solve this problem, and I'm gonna use a window function, a row number, to index the rows. So let's take a look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select everything from the table just to see the output, and I'm gonna add the row number function and row number it and partition it by student ID. So if you don't use row number or Windows function often, partition by is the same as group by. So we need to group it by student ID, where they have ordered it by where they have the highest grade. So I'm gonna order it by the descending, and the second condition is in case of the tie, return the course ID with the lowest number. So I'm gonna flip the condition and add the course ID as ascending, and I'm gonna alias it as rn, sorry, and output. Let's see the output for this. They should label the rows pretty nicely as our condition is. So if you look at the new column that is generated with this condition, so a student ID 1 has the highest number in the course ID 2, and it has been labeled as 1. But the student ID 2 has the same grade in both of those courses, but we want to return where they have the lower course ID. So rn, like our index, should be created on that. So we basically, in our output, we need all these rows where the rn is 1. So what next we're gonna do is quickly wrap this up in a CTE just to make it more readable rather than using a subquery. And in the output, I'm gonna select what is the output ask. The output ask is we need student ID, course ID, and the corresponding grade. So student ID, course ID, and the grade from CTE, where CTE.rn equals to 1. So we need in the output all the rows that has rn equals to 1. And if we quickly look at our test case that is accepted, we can see the output to be similar to what is required by this problem. So student ID 1 has like the maximum in the grade 2 course 2. Student ID 2 had the maximum but had the tie, but we returned the course ID which is smaller. And now we're gonna submit this, and looks like our problem has been accepted. A solution has been accepted and beats 80% of the overall solutions out there. So this is how we are gonna roll, and see you at the next one. Thank you for tuning in.